We have a vision to be an international university of choice, anchored in Africa, dynamically shaping the future. At UJ, we're committed to creating a teaching and learning environment that will retain and produce visionary, able, innovative people who remain firmly at the center of creating tomorrow.
On behalf of the Council, the Executive Management, and UJ staff, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our university graduates and their guests to this virtual graduation ceremony. As is the case in many parts of the world, South Africans are currently experiencing elements of a national lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This is without a doubt a defining global crisis of our time and one of the most significant challenges we have collectively faced in our lived history. Due to restrictions on public gatherings, the university has had to move the graduation ceremonies online. The qualifications will instead be awarded and conferred to our graduates in absentia by means of this virtual graduation session. Higher education, like many other sectors, is reeling under the impact of the virus. As we all continue to navigate through this unique and evolving challenge, the University of Johannesburg has taken the necessary steps to ensure business continuity. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all staff for their support during these challenging times. Due to the commitment from our staff and students, we were the first university that was able to complete the 2020 year on time with an improved student success rates, and we are progressing well with academic activities this year. In total, more than 1,250 academic qualifications are awarded and conferred at these virtual graduation ceremonies. This includes almost 650 undergraduate diplomas or degrees and more than 600 postgraduate degrees, including 336 masters and 96 doctoral degrees. Given that a graduation ceremony is such a momentous occasion in students' life, we have also made for limited time in facility available on campus for graduates to collect their certificates and take photos with their family members in their graduation gowns. Please visit the graduation page on our website for more information. I'm reminded of the words of our former President Nelson Mandela, and I quote, "Our children are the rock on which our future will be built, our greatest asset as a nation. They will be the leaders of our country, the creators of our national wealth who care for and protect our people." Close quote. Graduates, you have been prepared for leadership. You are equipped to join the world of work, locally and abroad. You are empowered to be a leader in the fourth industrial revolution, where technology is infused in our workplaces, homes, and all aspects of our lives. The pandemic has certainly confirmed that this indeed will be our future. This world you are venturing into is abundant with opportunities, but is also beset with challenges. Yet, you have the exciting opportunity to be the architects and builders of a new world as you embark on the next phase, whether it be in the world of work or further study. We know that you will use your successes and your strength to make positive contributions to society as a responsible corporate citizen and future leader. As you bask with justified pride in your successes, bear in mind that you have not walked this journey alone. You have walked with your fellow students, lecturers, tutors, and firm encouragement and support of family and friends. As you celebrate your achievements and move on to the next chapter, we take this moment to thank them for being your companions. Graduates, we hope to see you again when furthering your studies and as active alumni. On behalf of UJ, I would like to congratulate all our graduates. Chancellor, I now request you to confer or award the respective qualifications.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now constitute this meeting as a lawful congregation of the University of Johannesburg. E le ge ke hlompha maatla ao ke filweng go ona, bjale ke thea phuthego ye ya go ba semolao University ya Johannesburg. Krachtens die bevoegdheden aan mij toevertrouw, verklaar ik nou hierdie vergadering as 'n wettige congregasie van die Universiteit van Johannesburg. Ngenxa yegunya enginikwe lona, ngimisa lo mhlangano njengokuhlangana okusemthethweni kwenyuvesi yase-Johannesburg. I hereby confirm the conferral or awarding of the qualifications on the candidates as listed in the graduation programs. Executive Dean, please present the faculty and the candidates.
Chancellor, I now have the honor to introduce the College of Business and Economics. This 2021 spring graduations brings the opportunity to reflect on how much we have learned since lockdown was announced in South Africa some 540 days ago. The CBE community deepened our response to our stakeholders and their changing expectations while maintaining solid, good academic governance and operations. And this was certainly not easy. And we were often reminded of Martin Luther King and his wisdom on change leadership. And he said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep on moving forward. I would like to tip my hat today to you for the determination and the adaptability that you have displayed in the face of the pandemic. Heartfelt congratulations on this milestone in your life's journey. May I express deep respect and appreciation to our graduates and their families, lecturers, supervisors, support staff services, the UJ executive management, donors and sponsors who have enabled and empowered us to keep on working with a sense of purpose. The CBE drives its teaching, learning, research and community service through the strength of its School of Accounting, the School of Consumer Intelligence and Information Systems, the School of Economics, the School of Management, the School of Public Management Governance and Public Policy, and the School of Tourism and Hospitality, as well as an excellent academic governance administration. We take care in total of some 26,000 UJ students. We use technology to educate people better than ever before. Our work is about being better informed, to be healthier, to be safer, to behave better, to connect and to learn faster in this whole new world of work. To every graduate, may your pride and your joy evolve into a much higher level of responsibility towards society. We look forward to either welcoming you back at UJ or to stay in touch with you. And then finally, may the Almighty protect you. May the Almighty shield you from shame. And may your life be a shining star for whoever crosses your path. Nyabonga, Rialebocha. Thank you. Bye donkey. And Chancellor, we will now introduce you to the candidates who have complied to all the requirements for the respective qualifications in order for you to confer and award such qualifications. Thank you.
Ishmael Chepape.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Tulani Andries Dlamini.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Nkosinati Paul Jikeka.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Sebastian Fernando Jonas.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Vusikwako Ndomiso Kanyile.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Tandeka Wuni Madonna.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Emmanuel Makudu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Reason Slamulani Malungani.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Masaje Mualte.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Matsepo Myrtle Mashishi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Esther Tandeka Masilela.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Kolisile Edson Mbanjwa.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Sibongiseni Samuel Mbata.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Pumelele Sylvia Mnyandu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Buyani Mwabe.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Palesa Chlorina Muhabi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Mafilile Olga Modupe.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Lebakeng Samuel Mukwena.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Joseph Matome Molapo.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Laratu Miriam Moloi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Teboho Mudau.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Kenneth Nglobu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Nomtlibelo Mpume Nkosi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Dumisani Brian Ntuli.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Wilhelmina Sibongile Patuleni.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Temba Plaiki.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Mpolukeng Angelina Ramoholi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
With distinction, Nomboliso Elizabeth Swartboy.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Prudence Tobias.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Leslie Lungile Tofu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
With distinction, Tokozani Patrick Shabalala.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Maisa Lucky Tsolo.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Temba Leonard Vilakazi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Anele Zandi.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Bronwyn Bongani Zulu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
With distinction, Prince Silendeni Zulu.
Short Learning Program, Trade Union Learning Practitioner Program.
Tebogo Khudisho Apane, Small Business Management. Yanga Beje, Human Resources Management. Ntsako Alistair Chauke, Logistics. Tumelo Chipfupa, Logistics. Enziwa Lydia Causa, Retail Business Management. Siphelele Khayelihle Dlamini, Human Resources Management. Senamile Felicia Dlomo, Small Business Management. Akani Shadrach Hlungwane, Logistics. Refilwe Riatlehile Talita Khositlowu, Logistics. Asemahle Mabandla, Small Business Management. Alice Nomsa Mabuza, Marketing. Rakhosi Anthony Machitela, Retail Business Management. Nosipho Philifine Mahlambi, Logistics. Njabulo Tshepo Malaza, Business Information Technology. Lungile Maluleke, Small Business Management. Mizila Marie Angie Malutama, Human Resources Management. Offense August Jr. Mamukhale, Accountancy. Nqubeko Manqele, Retail Business Management. Lester Sfiso Marite, Accountancy. Caitlin Ashley Martin, Small Business Management. Matsiye Ginny Mashiane, Marketing. Ayanda Prudence Masina, Financial Services Operations. Sifiso Matonsi, Accountancy. Mukove Philelo Machiseve, Logistics. Nombuso Mbatha, Logistics. Andiswa Mdletshe, Retail Business Management. Phakamani Sakhile Mdletshe, Transportation Management. Tabitha Cleopatra Guca, Logistics. Andile Clive Mhlari, Logistics. Senzokuhle Gabon Dumisane Mkhonza, Logistics. Mandisa Senamile Nkule Msweli, Human Resources Management. Lerato Nothando Mthethwa, Logistics. Sthembiso Obert Mtimunye, Retail Business Management. Sanelisiwe Myeni, Accountancy. Mfanelo Ndlovu, Logistics. Felicia Lerato Nemamila, Logistics. Kensani Masia Timbani, Logistics. Tshepo Ntsane, Logistics. Njeka Eric Omba, Accountancy. Zolinzima Ishmael Khatebe, Accountancy. Munei Martha Rakwati, Retail Business Management. Kano Maita Karen Ralikubana, Accountancy. Tebuho Theophilus Rampowu, Logistics. Mawone Khotso Ramushu, Small Business Management. Hlaiseko Teddy Rikhotso, Human Resources Management. Rienetsi Silahle, Human Resources Management. Puseletso Sirumula, Marketing. Ndiphiwe Jomo Scotty, Small Business Management. Lowesha Jodine Smarts, Human Resources Management. Bongani Stephans Tsita, Accountancy. Loic Jugel Walembongazi, Logistics. Catherine Jessica Zulu, Logistics. Lindoguhle Cele, Human Resources Management. Professor Ayanda Dlamini, Transportation Management. Nesreen Ismail, Human Resources Management. Gayton Kitenge Kabango, Management. Dipubo Mkhorosi, Retail Business Management. Faith Ntabiseng Mukwana, Transportation Management. Katiso James Mulefe, Management. Thabo Mutatinyane, Human Resources Management. Khomutso Mutsepe, Human Resources Management. Angelo Ndlovu, Small Business Management. Lesego Junior Sibaka, Management. Ntokozo Themsile Smelane, Logistics. Thandeka Trudy Chizeka, Logistics. Amira Asfat, Financial Markets. Anna Makreta Botha, Financial Markets with Distinction. Kaylin Botha, Real Estate with Distinction. Bertram John Broberg, People Performance Management with Distinction. Louis Vincent Delegay, Transport Management with Distinction. Nqubile Dladla, Transportation Management. Tholakele Dlamini, Financial Markets. Buhle Bianca Pilasande Fihlani, Real Estate. Anisa Zarina Foray, Financial Markets. Wesley Sean Foray, Logistics. Sajini Govender, Transportation Management with Distinction. Lezaine Christelle Hartley, People Performance Management with Distinction. Tobile Paulette Hlongwa, Logistics with Distinction. Nsovo Unity Hlungwane, Transportation Management. Nompumelelo Sindisiwe Lavlacia Jacobson, Management. Clayton Christopher Josephs, Real Estate. Thebe Yaltumelo Christopher Khaile, Real Estate. Norman Lucky Boy Causa, Logistics with Distinction. Sibonga konke Samkelo Khumalo, Logistics. Percy Sfiso Kunene, Business Management. Dinewo Lydia Laka, Real Estate. Tato Mabale, Financial Markets. Sthembiso Mabaso, Real Estate. Togo Vincent Mabelane, Logistics with Distinction. Hlobisile Hikamata Mabena, Logistics. Namubiru Sandra Shadia Mabusela, Financial Markets. Mabialwa Velmina Machaka, Logistics. Nkalati Felicity Machimana, Logistics. Mudikeng Michael Madihlaba, Financial Markets. Pumlani Mahliki, Financial Markets. Sindiswa Victoria Madolo, People Performance Management. Ntabiseng Maeko, Transportation Management. Nolusindiso Judith Mafilika, Transportation Management. Mick Butiele Mahuma, Transportation Management. Makosha Angie Makobela, Real Estate. Mukhadishi Milton Makola, Real Estate. Zicha Joe Makukula, Financial Markets. Stephen Khulufelo Malepeng, Financial Markets. Ntsakisi Innocentia Maluleke, People Performance Management. Victoria Noctula Maponya, Logistics. Tabani Maposa, Financial Markets. Maunatlala Samuel Mashabela, Transportation Management. Rudzani Lily Masindi, Financial Markets. William Kutazo Matosa, Logistics. Kifense Tshepo Buipilu Machiane, Logistics. Siamcela Mazwembe, Real Estate. Gwazi Bonginkosi Mbambo, Transportation Management. Mxolisi Joseph Mbegwa, Financial Markets. Vatiswa Valencia Mbigo, Transportation Management. Njabulo Eric Mbugwane, Financial Markets. Penelope Vuisile Mdlopane, Financial Markets. Lunga Mhlongo, Real Estate. Nqobile Fortune Phumelele Mhlongo, Logistics, with distinction. Shireen Emil Miller, Real Estate. Ntabiseng Trudy Mkansi, Transportation Management, with distinction. Tinswalo Nicolette Mkhabele, Transportation Management. Alan Mkonza, Transportation Management. Tshepang Mutlana, Logistics. Ntando Mncube, Transportation Management. Samgelisiwe Philadelphia Ndebele, Transportation Management. Masilo Lucky Mudiba, People Performance Management. Mutswasele Aubrey Mudimakwane, People Performance Management. George Ditswene Muing, Real Estate. Kwenane Mufukeng, Financial Markets. Alice Mukwena, Financial Markets. Kumo Tesia Mulamu, Transportation Management, with distinction. Geneth Sikhasana Mulapo, Logistics. Mutusi Mulose, People Performance Management. Koketso Muriane, Financial Management. Mabatu Portia Musebi, Logistics. Musehling Precious Musuwe, Financial Markets. Noel Tepo Moyo, Financial Markets. Yola Mpuma, Logistics. Olisile Mqikela, Logistics. Busisiwe Mthethwa, Financial Management. Khayelihle Phumla Mthethwa, Financial Management. Nuno Simau Sofa Mukavele, Transportation Management. Kaku Kizi Mutabu, Real Estate. Lee Mukansi, Financial Markets. Masiye Julia Mweti, Financial Markets. Mbongeni Cyril Ndaba, Transportation Management, with distinction. Innocent Ndlovu, Financial Markets. Tinyiko Ida Neswiswi, Real Estate, with distinction. Kalala Ngandu, Logistics. Marilyn Ngoma, Financial Markets. Bongani Ngwane, Financial Markets. Sihle Precious Nkosi, Transportation Management, with distinction. Zinele Charlotte Nkosi, Transportation Management. Sive Nonkwali, Financial Markets. Bongekile Nozipho Ntayi, Financial Markets. Lisolomzi Monwabisi Ntwanambi, Transportation Management. Barrett Matthew Paddy, Real Estate, with distinction. Vuchilo Cecilia Paswana, Logistics. Risuketswi Mugau, Mulobe, Pokhole, Logistics. Mteto Pungula, Transportation Management. Mukobe Ramaano, Business Information Technology. Kodani Charity Ramatia, Logistics with Distinction. Libwani Sydney Rambasa, Logistics. Udirileng Emily Ramurula, Logistics. Justice Paul Rampia Pedi, Transportation Management with Distinction. Musito Max Rapela, Financial Markets. Tsegofatso Pulana Ratelele, Transportation Management. Sungulani Owen Rikoto, Transportation Management. Tsegofatso Judith Sikhaulelo, Logistics. Mpho Precious Sikwala, People Performance Management. Ramatsimele Dolly Sillo, Logistics. Alfred Arnold Kulani Shimati, Financial Markets. Manelisi Shumane, Financial Markets. Nonkululeko Nolentia Sibiya, Logistics with Distinction. Thandolwethu Prudence Skosana, Real Estate. Rosina Dikeledi Sizani, Transportation Management with Distinction. Thandi Sokapase, Real Estate with Distinction. Mvuyisi Songelwa, Transportation Management. Nico Sylvester, People Performance Management. David Spiwe Tubane, Real Estate. Sindiso Lungile Nkosana Thusi, Transportation Management. Oupa Khotla Tsatsinyane, Transportation Management. Tsitsi Belinda Umera, People Performance Management with Distinction. Rudolf Arnoldus van der Merwe, Logistics. Fanny Obert Vugeya, Transportation Management. Chuso Terence Taiwan Zulu, Financial Markets. Perseverance Thulasizwe Zungu, Logistics. Likengeng Morimuhulu, Human Resource Management. Charles Fumani Ntuka Bila, Public Management and Governance. Sinomhlobo Cumbi, Public Management and Governance. Mkhululi Gacula, Public Management and Governance. Dipo Princess Khalane, Public Management and Governance. Abel Gamete, Public Management and Governance. Manketekeng Khomutso Storina Hein, Human Resource Management. Andy Kennel, Public Management and Governance. Nomshato Lesego Kubatsi, Public Management and Governance. Tebogo Buitumelo Ruth Likhe, Public Management and Governance. Fumulani Lufengo, Human Resource Management. Daphne Mabasa, Public Management and Governance. Judith Matabo Madisha, Tourism Development. Sweetness Lindoguhle Magagula, Public Management and Governance. Sandile Joseph Mahlangu, Human Resource Management. Kenneth Sebenzile Malaza, Public Management and Governance. Tapelo Francina Mangwane, Public Management and Governance. Ndivuyo Clinton Masakona, Public Management and Governance. Tobigayise Abigail Masego, Public Management and Governance. Tshepo Hope Mashiro, Human Resource Management. Ntabiseng Francisca Matsane, Public Management and Governance. Luyanda Martin Menziwa, Public Management and Governance. Zandile Perseverance Mkhonto, Public Management and Governance. Pearl Buitsepo Muchwiri, Public Management and Governance. Tebucho Muleme, Human Resource Management. Ntombenhle Pretty Msibi, Public Management and Governance. Tlangelani Mtenjana, Public Management and Governance. Nosipho Mthethwa, Public Management and Governance. Zinhle Jeanette Mvakwa, Human Resource Management. Buyisile Ndlovu, Tourism Development. Francina Nkhumane, Public Management and Governance. Bubele Noswili, Tourism Development. Khaya Ntwana, Public Management and Governance. Tshepo Nyambi, Public Management and Governance. Malisha Daniel Paul, Human Resource Management. Katlego Heaven Sambo, Public Management and Governance. Kamugelo Sibiya Buikanyo Silane, Human Resource Management. Tsulufelo Solo Priscilla Sitati, Tourism Development. Nokthula Priscilla Shabangu, Public Management and Governance. Princess Tlobu, Public Management and Governance. Monique Williams, Human Resource Management. Precious Randy April, Economics and Econometrics. Nicholas Chauke, Information Management. Miguel Roberto de Souza, Information Management. Stephen Gedeta, Accounting. Dashni Govender, Human Resource Management. Pumlane Kenny Hlongwane, Information Management. Olani Hlongwane, Economics and Econometrics. Murato Khwale, Marketing Management. Kabelo Karabo Khanye, Information Management. Nontando Luhle Khumalo, Industrial Psychology. Mugao Arbitrator Kowe, Economics and Econometrics. Newo Lushaba, Marketing Management. Yolanda Mafemane, Business Management. Makatla Matidiso Naledi Maime, Economics and Econometrics. Nokthula Makete, Human Resource Management. Adivao Maruli, Industrial Psychology. Lebogang Matia, Economics and Econometrics. Mulalo Ashley Matozi, Information Systems. Zinhle Vuyelwa Mazibuko, Accounting. Vusumuzi David Mia, Marketing Management. Minenhle Sipesihle Mkhabela, Economics and Econometrics. Nobuhle Mkhwanazi, Finance. Ona Mnengisa, Economics and Econometrics. Lerato Mampele Mukhane, Entrepreneurial Management. Ntabeleng Mulebuheng Precious Mukhampanyane, Business Management. Mutale Andy Munama, Economics and Econometrics. Ritumetsi Jeremiah Muratane, Finance. Martha Kamugelo Musito, Finance. Emma Kitumetsi Mutsumane, Finance. Reneilwe Cheryl Mpahlele, Accounting. Dante Naidu, Marketing Management. Neo Rihone Hilary Ndowu, Information Management. Niko Ngoveni, Information Management. Yoliswa Snethemba Nkwanyana, Business Management. K. Aiden Pendock, Entrepreneurial Management. Malfatane Lucas Pelane, Information Systems. Nicole Yasmin Philander, Economics and Econometrics. Klowu Franz Posa, Marketing Management. Piotr Pitek, Information Management. Musengeli Ravele, Industrial Psychology. Mohammed Salim Sayed, Marketing Management. Phumzile Dondisana Sibanyoni, Accounting. Bessel Sibuyi, Logistics Management. Malitabo Skosana, Accounting. Nomshado Temelihle Skosana, Accounting. Thando Mpho Chabalala, Human Resource Management. Busisiwe Zondo, Human Resource Management. Ndafapawa Victoria Maria Pedro Elias, Financial Markets. Mbuso Sabelo Bethwel Dlamini, Public Management and Governance. Tulisiwe Hleziphi Mabena, Economics. Mutsidisi Esme Mabitsela, Economics. Mulefe Ignatius Maqeda, Investment Management. Matsidiso Maluke, Economics. Asandile Mayatula, Economics. Nancy Priscilla Mazibane, Strategic Management. Lisa Mazwi, Economics. Lisedi Mukhatle, Economics. Themba Dan Muloto, Information Management. Gratitude Lebogang Musehla, Investment Management. Omega Aviwe Nondlwana, Econometrics. Luyolo Mtwanambi, Investment Management. Nkosinathi Michael Peary, Economics. Shadin Wade Sally, Investment Management. Tshepo Sihlangu, Treasury Management. Sanzisile Siphesihle Simelane, Econometrics. Sikhukhune Donald Tulare, Investment Management. Mukerele Tobia Sirungwane, Public Management and Governance. Tobega Obedience Dlomo, Tourism and Hospitality Management. Tulani Gamira, Tourism and Hospitality Management, with distinction. Tandega Charmaine Ngubeni, Tourism and Hospitality Management. Tatenda Banda, Marketing Management. Modi Ilyasa Berry, Development Economics. Tafara Bere, Finance. Buntle Pretty Boy Boyson, Industrial Psychology. Dumiso Paul Chakumbira, Financial Economics. Muiza Chirwa, Strategic Management. Fulufelo Denge, Business Management. Billy Hlahla, Finance. Kiuachile Clementine Siane Kobedi, Local Economic Development. Murendeni Kevin Makavu, local economic development. Makhomo, Refilwe, Makutle, business management. Malituma, Mali, competition and economic regulation. Otni Mashele, finance. Hlalele, Ambrose, Matebese, employment relations. Rajat, Mishra, business management. Riyarabetswi, Matabo, Sena, Mutaung, competition and economic regulation. Madiki, Lebogang, Butsalano, Mutsumi, South African and international taxation. Zanoxolo, Ishmael Mtengi, financial economics. Adeline Naidu, business management. Owen Ncube, finance. Sibongile Amandon Nkomana, development economics. Phumeza Poni, South African and international taxation. Mutsakhitsi Sibalo, competition and economic regulation. Annelyn Deborah Simmer, South African and international taxation.
Mohammed Zubair Solomon, development economics.
Peter Colbert Downing van der Merwe, South African and international taxation. Riani van der Westhuizen, industrial psychology, with distinction. Gustav van Rooyen, financial management. Carmen Emma Wegel, industrial psychology, with distinction. Veronica Akiwele Abakie, industrial policy. Osman Jeng, industrial policy. Dejena Telgel Laku, industrial policy. Lesego Libuso, personal and professional leadership. Kaledi Daphne Mihale, human resource development, with distinction. Innocentia Desri Mokotsi, industrial psychology. Owen Temal Kuwete Sabatogo, industrial policy. Angelo Smerachiliolo, industrial psychology, with distinction. Innocente Morasi, Doctor Literarum at Philosophiae, Public Management and Governance.
Innocent Muruasi holds a bachelor's degree in economics from the National University of Rwanda and a master's degree in economics from the University of Stellenbosch. She started her career in 2000 at the National University of Rwanda. In 2007, she joined the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning in Rwanda, and in 2008 joined the Rwanda Association of Local Government Authorities, otherwise known as RALGA. In 2012, she was also appointed as the director of the Local Governance Institute at RALGA. She is currently the Commissioner of Strategy and Risk Analysis at the Rwanda Revenue Authority. She specializes in development and modernization, planning, local economic development, and policy analysis. Her thesis investigated the role of imihigo in the interface between sustainable development planning and performance management in Rwanda. She aimed to find out how imihigo can be used to improve the effectiveness of results-oriented sustainable local development. The imihigo system is one of the homegrown solutions which was institutionalized from 2006 to serve as a performance contract. It is designed so that every level of the Rwandan society, from the smallest unit, the household, is accountable for the implementation of national programs. The study adopted a qualitative research approach. It entailed a documentary analysis of official Imihigo evaluations by way of a historical comparative analysis from 2011 to 2020. This triangulation of data collection methods included primary sources, interviews, and secondary sources, literature and documentary sources. The study found that this performance management system and practice has become a robust public management tool that accelerated socio-economic development and poverty reduction by promoting monitoring, efficiency, evaluation, and accountability. Thank you.
Mavis Chiware, Doctor of Philosophy, Public Management and Governance.
Dr. Mavis Chiware. Mavis Chiware's study provided an in-depth account of the effectiveness of performance management, performance appraisal, and results-based management systems to assess performance in the Ministry of Health and Childcare in Zimbabwe. The study applied a qualitative research design as well as an obtrusive research methods. The triangulation of data collection entailed in-depth interviews, literature sources, and a documentary analysis. The study found that despite the implementation of performance management measures, the performance of the ministry deteriorated due to various challenges in terms of a lack of staff and political support and inadequate training for employees. The thesis contributed to the development of a performance management framework to be used at the political, policy, organizational, departmental, individual, and stakeholder levels to guide the implementation and institutionalization of an effective performance management system.
Commander Delphine Espoir, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics.
Commander Delphine Espoir's thesis fills an important void in contemporary South African development discourse by investigating how income inequality impacts total factor productivity through the technical efficiency channel at the district level in South Africa. His thesis also investigates the role of location and distance in the effect of income inequality on total factor productivity across the country. The results reveal the following. Firstly, income inequality has a positive impact on technical inefficiency. This suggests that an increase in inequality would exert a negative effect on technical efficiency and thus total factor productivity. Secondly, there is a strong support for the existence of positive spatial interaction in the effects of income inequality on total factor productivity. Finally, he estimated direct effects of income inequality on total factor productivity in local districts and found a negative and statistically significant results, while the indirect effect is positive and also statistically significant. His work concludes by suggesting a strict implementation of proper policies such as minimum wage. Such policies might favor high productivity by positively increasing the earnings of those at the bottom of the distribution. His thesis rendered 3 papers published in the African Journal of Business and Economic Research, George Journal, and International Economics and Economic Policy.
Patricia Isabire, Doctor Philosophy, Leadership.
Patricia Isabire's study adopted a qualitative mode of research entailing a comprehensive literature review process from which a preliminary conceptual growth strategy model for female-owned mid-scale enterprises was developed. This model was aligned and modified with data from an in-depth semi-structured interviews with prominent female mid-scale entrepreneurs from East Africa to co-construct an expanded growth strategy model for female-owned mid-scale enterprises specific to East Africa. In-depth, semi-structured interviews were used as the primary data collection approach. A data analysis method with a comprehensive focus on conversation was adopted. The findings suggest that female mid-scale entrepreneurship is a comprehensive phenomenon which incorporates intricacies embedded in a female mid-scale entrepreneur's motivation to start up her business. Secondly, the wider external business context captures multiple local and global factors and their impact on the business. Thirdly, key significant internal dynamics comprising entrepreneurial leadership attributes, in addition to other critical internal mechanisms, should culminate into a comprehensive growth trajectory for females.
Tsitsi Pamela Tato Shinga Ririrai Kanonge, Dr. Philosophy, Leadership in Performance and Change.
Tsitsi Pamela Kanonge, through studying academic employees currently working in Zimbabwe, Tsitsi Kanonge's doctoral research identifies preconditions of employee motivation and subsequently posits a framework for academic employee retention in Zimbabwean institutions of higher learning. The case study, which purposefully extracts samples from both private and public universities for interviewing, incorporates a qualitative research approach. Collected data suggests that there's a new wave of brain drain from Zimbabwe, where brain drain used to be mainly focused on economic factors. This study unearths that in most cases in the present day, it is now the challenge of unresponsive administration systems that is mainly fueling the drain, making the trending causes more internally related and not external. As a result, it is a direct response to these specific issues which is actually required to help curb Zimbabwe's academic brain drain. Through the study, a novel framework was established as the preconditions for employee motivation and retention in Zimbabwe for the present day. Well done, Dr. Tsitsi.
Nicola Ann King, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics.
Nicola King's doctoral thesis is a comparative analysis of the variegated forms of financialization in minerals, beverages and retail. It addresses the critical shift associated with financial deepening that is changing the nature of corporate decision-making, affecting management and employment practices. Financial capitalism is driving negative consequences for the real economy, leading to higher unemployment, higher income inequality, higher debt, greater instability and volatility, and a fundamental shift away from productive growth. A mixed methods research design approach included the collection of secondary time series data and interview-based qualitative data. The analysis covered a 30-year period for 3 historically important commodity-dependent corporations in South Africa, namely the Anglo-American Corporation, South African Breweries, and ShopRite Holdings Limited.
Augustine Andrew Mutakaiwa, Dr. Philosophy, Information Technology Management.
Augustine Andrew Mutakaiwa's research study focused on ensuring global IT project performance through effective stakeholder management and project governance. The review of the literature shows that stakeholder management processes and adherence to the different governance levels play a significant role in the improvement of global IT project performance. In his study, the candidate employed a qualitative approach. The main finding of his research indicated that stakeholder management and IT project governance is inseparable during the implementation of global IT projects. Cultural diversity and regulatory, economical, legal, and political factors also play a role. The primary value and contribution of the study is the development of a conceptual framework for the sustainable delivery of global IT projects. The conceptual framework has managerial and practical contributions to project managers and key project players to proactively identify, analyze, engage, and monitor the key stakeholders to improve the global IT project performance in multinational organizations.
Kaiser Mapiliti Nyatsumba, Dr. Philosophy, Business Management.
Kaiser Mobility Nyatsumba's thesis sought to establish the determinants of a successful implementation of a turnaround strategy in the aviation sector, and to develop a framework for the successful implementation of a turnaround strategy. Following the thematic analysis of in-depth interviews with 48 former and current executives of South African Airways, Kenya Airways and Ethiopian Airlines, instructive themes emerged. The primary data findings, along with the extensive literature review, enabled the researcher to develop a framework for the successful implementation of turnaround strategies in airlines based on the study's novel, posited theory referred to by the researcher as the anxious principle theory.
Jerome Johannes Patience, Doctor of Philosophy, Public Management and Governance.
Jerome Johannes Patience's thesis focused on the improvement of municipal services to determine whether participatory budgeting can contribute to community involvement in municipal processes and the improved living conditions and standards of living in the city of Ekurhuleni. Through qualitative and interpretivist phenomenological research, the researcher conducted semi-structured interviews with a homogeneous group of poor people in the city, using an interpretative phenomenological analysis as a data analysis process. The researcher was able to co-produce with participants deeper meanings and interpretations of their lived experiences regarding poor or no service delivery by the city of Ekurhuleni. The study provides recommendations for improved service delivery mechanisms, whereby the city can involve its citizens in its planning processes and uplift communities from their current conditions through participatory budgeting. The study makes a unique contribution to inclusive municipal planning processes and participatory budgeting.
Samuel Sixpence, Doctor of Philosophy, Human Resource Management.
Samuel Sixpence's study compared performance management systems for Harare and Johannesburg municipalities. Drawing from performance management theories and lessons from similar municipal contexts, he compared performance management systems at the two municipalities to understand their impact on service delivery. The study was qualitative and relied on the interpretive approach to unearth the human resource dynamic as understood from the experiences of employees. The study revealed common governance challenges as well as comparative strengths and weaknesses that affect employee performance. Primarily, the Harare municipality must strengthen their legislative framework, while the Johannesburg municipality must strengthen their stakeholder participation framework to enhance their performance. The identification of the comparative performance management system, virtues and vices from the two municipalities is novel. The lessons will guide human resource professionals on key areas to consider when developing future human resource policies within the municipal context. Well done, Dr. Sam.
Rosanna Catherine Stoffberg, Doctor Philosophy, Human Resource Management.
Rosanna Stoffberg's research explored the impact of pay transparency on job turnover intentions. Drawing on social exchange and organizational justice theories, the research employed an exploratory sequential mixed method approach to analyze if perceived organizational support and organizational justice mediated the impact of pay transparency on job turnover intentions. Quantitative analysis of data collected through an online survey confirmed the role of the mediators and also indicated that the role of the employing organization was significant. Qualitative interviews further confirmed the salience of the organizational culture and climate in influencing employees' response to different pay transparency practices. The identification of a contextual dimension to pay transparency is novel and has implications on how remuneration practitioners can approach pay transparency in their organizations. Well done, Dr. Rose.
Regret Songa, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics.
Regret Songa's thesis fills an important vacuum in African agriculture as it investigates the impact of agricultural trade liberalization and domestic agricultural support on 3 intertwined thematic areas, and these are agricultural efficiency, agricultural productivity, and food security. The thesis is founded on the paradox of increasing agri-food trade and decreasing agricultural distortions on the one hand, and falling agricultural productivity and deteriorating food insecurity on the other hand. The study uses different econometric approaches to accomplish its objectives. The key finding is that agricultural trade liberalization and less distortionary domestic agricultural support, augmented with good governance, favorably impacts agricultural efficiency and productivity, and thus reduces food insecurity. His work concludes by recommending that governments should firstly spend more to support agriculture, albeit switching from direct transfers to agricultural infrastructure investment. Secondly, they should prioritize agricultural trade under the recently launched African Continental Free Trade Area. And finally, strengthen institutional frameworks governing the agricultural sector. His PhD thesis has rendered 2 papers published in the Outlook on Agriculture and International Economic Journal.
Joseph Tinarwo, Doctor of Philosophy, Public Management and Governance.
Joseph Tinarwo's study examined the factors influencing the effectiveness of the Food and Nutrition Security Policy FNSP in Masvingo, Zimbabwe. Using a mixed method research design to collect and analyze the data, Tinarwo's study found compelling evidence to conclude that the FNSP in Zimbabwe is ineffective in all 4 key global indicators of food and nutrition security, which are food availability, food access, food utilization, and food stability. The main contextual factors hampering the effectiveness of the FNSP in Zimbabwe include poor governance and the government's inability to deal effectively with the effects of climate change-related natural disasters. The study recommends the establishment of an effective early warning system for the FNSP, the improvement of the governance and funding structures for the FNSP implementation.
Sherilyn Titus, Doctor of Philosophy, Industrial Psychology.
Sherilyn Titus holds a BCom, BCom honours and MCom degree in Industrial Psychology from the University of Western Cape. She is a registered industrial psychologist practicing in corporate. Her current role is the Senior Manager in Learning and Leadership Development at Discovery Limited. Given the lack of empirical work attributing to an understanding of the relationship between perceived leadership, social capital, and organizational effectiveness, the aim of Sherilyn's doctoral research was to explore these relationships in the context of a state-owned company from a multi-stakeholder perspective. This qualitative study had 2 objectives, namely to develop and validate a conceptual model by internal and external stakeholders, adapted grounded theory, using a pragmatist paradigm in a single case study approach. Results revealed that the attributes and relationships in all 3 concepts are complex. A conceptual model was developed that can be used to turn around a state-owned company that has been disadvantaged by undesirable attributes, corrupt relationships, and inefficient organizational effectiveness practices. This study offers much needed insight for leadership and stakeholder development in a state-owned company. It provides practical, theoretical, and methodological contributions for researchers and practitioners in the behavioral and social sciences.
Janine Ashley Victor, Doctor of Philosophy, Industrial Psychology.
Janine Victor holds a BCom, BCom honours and MCom degree in Industrial Psychology from the University of Johannesburg. She is a registered industrial psychologist practicing in the medico-legal field. She is also a contract lecturer in the Department of Industrial Psychology and People Management at the University of Johannesburg. Given the dearth of empirical work attributed to understanding what drives reward preferences, the overarching aim of Janine's doctoral research was to explore reward preferences and work orientations. The objectives of the study were to explore how employees feel rewarded, to develop a model depicting how rewards can be categorized, to develop a new reward preference instrument, and to determine whether work orientations are significant predictors of reward preferences. The results revealed several factors which influence how employees feel rewarded, and that rewards can be extrinsic, financial, extrinsic non-financial, or intrinsic psychological. Using an exploratory sequential mixed method research design, she developed a psychometrically sound reward preference instrument. Additionally, her study found that career and calling orientations predicted reward preferences. Janine's thesis makes an original contribution to the body of knowledge. Her study provides practical, theoretical, and methodological contributions for researchers and practitioners in the behavioral sciences.
The University of Johannesburg proudly recognizes the contribution of Mr. Mteto Nyati, a South African corporate leader, by conferring a PhD honoris causa Information Technology Management, grounded on his outstanding contributions driven by elevating others' service, integrity, excellence, and fairness. In 1978, Mr. Mteto Nyati achieved a secondary school scholarship at St. John's College, Umtata. His passion for science and mathematics paved the way to representing South Africa at the International Science Olympiad in London, after which he opted to study mechanical engineering at the former University of Natal. Here, he secured a scholarship as the top first-year student from Afrox. He joined the company in 1986, developing a taste for managing information technology. In 1993, Tiger Oats recruited him as Group Head Engineering Testic Rice Corporation, and in 1995 was appointed at NEMPAC to tackle international competition, succeeding to translate international trade dynamics into productive shop floor progress. His contribution at NEMPAC led to IBM recruiting him to become the first black CEO in South Africa, gaining a deep understanding of blending small businesses' pain points with corporate strategy. This global sustainable intervention led to appointment as the first South African IBM executive. In 2004, IBM nominated him to the Yale University World Fellows Program focused on corporate social conscience. In 2005, he returned as the IBM South Africa Director of Global Technology Services to turn around failing businesses mandated to do good business while doing good, working closely with government through Microsoft for Africa program. In 2014, he joined MTN, resolving strikes within 5 days and taking the company from the worst to the best mobile network in South Africa. In 2017, he joined Altron to transform an ailing family business into the best share global performance in ICT and being recognized as the Business Leader of the Year by All Africa Business Leaders. The recurring theme in Mteto's life journey centers on people development, SME development, and ethical leadership. His involvement with UJ depicts a living embodiment of UJ positioning towards being a university of choice anchored in Africa, dynamically shaping the future, and the UJ values, namely imagination, conversation, regeneration, and ethical foundation.
the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, members of the Senate, members of the Council, university faculty, University of Johannesburg students, ladies and gentlemen, good day. It is such an honor for me to receive an honorary doctorate from an institution whose vision is to dynamically shape the future. As a pragmatic engineer, I fully align with your values of imagination, conversation, regeneration, and ethical foundation. These values speak to me. I have always believed that none of us are self-made. As I accept this degree, I would like to give a shout out to individuals who have shaped my life. First, I would like to thank my late parents. They instilled in me the love for education, a love and a nose for business, and grounding on ethics. My dad wanted me to be a doctor. As they say, it is never too late to be what you might have been. Dad, UJ has made your dream come true. I am Dr. Nyati now. Second, I would like to thank my primary and secondary school teachers. As you know, the road to success has many tempting parking spaces. Had it not been for the tough love of my teachers, I would still be sniffing glue and petrol in one of the parking areas. These teachers truly saved my soul. Third, I would like to thank the various companies that I have worked for over the years. These companies gave me an opportunity to do good business while doing good. They gave me an opportunity to practice a life of purpose, an opportunity to use my job to make a difference to society. Through their platforms, I got noticed by the likes of the University of Johannesburg. These companies have lifted me. Last, I would like to thank my wife. My wife and I have been married for 28 years now. She has always been there with and for me. She listens, she guides, and she coaches. She loves me enough to tell me the truth. Sometimes people tend to tell me what they think I want to hear. When I go home, though, I know that my wife will always tell me what I need to hear. That has made all the difference. Her love is indeed effortful. To conclude, I would like to thank the University of Johannesburg, as well as the College of Business and Economics for this recognition. I commit to spend the remaining years of my life evangelizing this institution's mission. I will strive to serve humanity through innovation that matters. My blood is now orange, gold, and white. I will forever be UJ. Thank you very much.
The devastation brought by COVID-19 pandemic has left the global community in disarray. However, it is also a period that has shown our collective courage and unity as a country. Graduates, we are proud of your achievements. Yours is a truly outstanding and landmark achievement for you personally, your family and friends, your community, and for all of us here at UJ, South Africa and beyond. As we all celebrate Our graduates stand as reminders that accomplishment, triumph, and celebration are the outcomes of dedication and perseverance, traits which our nation and our world should draw great inspiration from. Our hope is that the time and sacrifices that you, your families, the university, and the state have invested in your education will now see you continue to grow intellectually, professionally, and as committed and respected citizens of our country and the wider global community. Let us also express words of gratitude to parents, families, spouses, partners, and friends for their support, motivation, and love during your studies. A graduation is an important achievement, and it also marks a new beginning. As our great leader Nelson Mandela wrote in his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, he said, "I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way, but I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I have come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom come responsibilities, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not yet ended." Having reached the summit of the mountain, one realizes, as Nelson Mandela reminds us, that there are even more mountains and valleys ahead. You graduated today at a time when the world faces considerable challenges. However, we are confident that our UJ graduates will contribute significantly towards a sustainable, better world. We believe our graduates have acquired the ingredients to become leaders that display exemplary ethical leadership that sets the tone for high standards. Remain critical thinkers and, armed with your UJ qualification, be change agents for a better world. To our graduates, Chancellor's Medal and Faculty Prize winners, our Masters and Doctoral candidates, and their supervisors, congratulations and well done with your exceptional academic performance. Special congratulations are extended to our distinguished honorary doctorate recipients for this year. UJ is truly proud of and privileged to have this association with you. I thank you. Re a leboga, baya danki, siyabonga.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.